Welcome, 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 Capricorns. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Happy Halloween week. Look at me. I can't even hold on to the cards this morning. Happy Halloween week, guys. This is the week that you have your Halloween reading in here. A lot of things that are happening. If you have not watched the full moon reading, really important for you guys to catch that only because those energies are going to be playing through this whole week into the first week. Not only that, with those energies, if you're watching this before the week of, I'm going to be doing this the 24th through 25th through the 31st. So if you're watching this in like the week of the 18th, 19th, whatever, we had the full moon, but also too, you're going to see a lot of conflict energies, a lot of trying to get things squared away because the energies are really, really fighting here. Okay. So they're really fighting here, and it's not for a bad thing. It's actually for a good thing, because we want to clear all the air before the end of the year, before this next cycle, karmic cycle that we're going to be going in. So really be mindful. Watch it because it's really important. It's not just about the full moon. The full moon is past. Right now, I'm doing this on the 21st. However, those energies are really strong still until about the 23rd. Okay. So just know that. And as those of you that are new, I do mix astrology and numerology with my readings. So it's really important to pay attention to what's happening with the universe and all the energies because there's a push pull. The energies are push pull. If you believe in the oceans and tides, that's energy from the moon and the sun and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, let's get started. And I will share some announcements as we go, but definitely want to be paying attention to. Now I'm going to pay attention to the energies this week. Sorry, I've got a lot of things coming in. So we want to do your current energies, your future energies, and then for those that are new, I do divine energies. So this is something that maybe you are working on, or something's coming towards you, or you're going towards something. This is an interesting thing that he has got for Capricorn today because, yep, exactly. That's what I thought. Wow, 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 wow. Definitely a spiritual battle going with the earth signs right now. Definitely a spiritual battle going with the earth signs. So really pay attention to this week. Gosh dang. Okay. 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 Who you're hanging out with, who you're allowing into your circle, because this is going to help you be more at peace, be more calm, because you guys got something going on this week. Definitely. And again, it could be the Mercury retrograde energies as Mercury finished on the 18th, but it needs to ramp up. The planet can't just go from 0 to 60 and start spinning and leave. It's got to go, and it goes very, very slowly until it gets enough power to just start spinning quicker and quicker. So that takes a couple weeks. Okay. So Capricorns, this is going to be an interesting read for you guys. Now, in the interim, I would love, do you guys, well, I can share with you, but do you guys really know the meaning of Halloween? A lot of people think it started out as a pagan holiday, but it didn't. It actually started out way back in the 7th century CE as a ritual to honor the past ones that have lived and their ancestors and the saints, because it used to be called All Saints, getting ready for a 3-day feast. And they used to do sort of like what the Day of the Dead in the Mexican culture, where they go on top of a mountain and they light a big bonfire to keep the evil spirits out so that their ancestors can come in and that they can just let them know. It's sort of like, just a memorial, remembering them and sharing memories and having a feast. And this is sort of a tradition. Actually started out as a Christian tradition from the Celts back in Ireland and Great Britain, in Britain back in the day. So it started out that way, and it wasn't until the 1800s that it got twisted and turned into a pagan holiday, and then the harvest festival. So it keeps changing a little bit, but it did start out with masks back then. They just did masks. They didn't do outfits or costumes. The pagans did all that, but it was more of a festival celebration back in the day to honor the saints all day. And then at the third day, it was All Souls Day. So there you go, some new news. Okay, so let's get going, guys. So Divine is saying, really be careful because there is a tall tale. Somebody's not being honest. Somebody's not being truthful. This is the number 8 in numerology. But the big thing is he's saying, you know, be careful that there is an illusion. Somebody's trying to create illusion, maybe being deceitful, maybe not being too honest. So really pay attention to your intuition. He's going to be nudging several of you. If you do not know how to tell that this is a divine nudge saying, don't do this, you will probably fight it, because if you are not having a relationship with divine, a lot of the time your head wants to get in the way and say, you know what, I know what's good for me. I don't know what that is. I don't know what my intuition is saying, but I know what I want. This is these energies with the full moon going on. It's a want versus a need. Divine is trying to give you everything that you need, which in then turns gives you everything you want. However, our heads as being human beings, we get in the way. Welcome, welcome, pretty brown eyes. At the end, yeah. And maybe your question will be answered through the reading. I hope that's what it's all about anyway, definitely. But the thing is that this head gets in the way. This is earth. This is spirit. This is divine. So if we start here, we're screwed up. If we start with our spirit and say, okay, I'm going to listen to this intuition. I'm going to maybe not talk to this person or allow this person into my circle. I'll give you a story later because he just downloaded it. And I wished I would have listened to my intuition because it cost me a lot. I don't want this costing you a lot. All right. So the thing is that your current energy is to trust. This is your current week. This is Halloween week energy. Trust the supernatural. Trust the intuition. Trust that unseen, the second dimension. Give it a shot. If you have never trusted divine or the second dimension or the supernatural, this is the time to do it, because he's going to show you, and then you're going to be able to witness saying, hey, wow, I really paid attention to my intuition, and it really got me to another level, because it will allow you to believe. Okay, because this is the number 11, which is going to bring it. Number 11 turns to number 2 in numerology, which brings something together, and it brings balance, which divine is trying to bring everybody spiritualness so that it can actually bring us balance. I was totally unbalanced when I thought from my head all the time, because, you know, our core foundation is messed up. Okay. Most of us have lived in some type of trauma or some type of past, or had a relationship, and now we carry that crap with us. And so we make decisions and choices based on a crappy past, or a dysfunctional past, or a toxic past, or somebody's hurt and didn't get healed past. So then we start thinking here and not here. So really trust in the second dimension right now. Really trust in divine and moving forward to stay away from something that is trying to be more deceitful to you. This is showing in your reading already. Okay, we have the future energy as movement. If you don't move, divine can't work. If you don't move, the supernatural can't work. If you don't trust, the supernatural can't work. If you don't believe, the supernatural can't work. I have lived both lives, guys. I've lived the world totally messed up, life going in the toilet, all confused, didn't know what to think, didn't know who I was supposed to be with, didn't know where I was supposed to go, didn't know what job to have. But when I turned it and completely turned it around, I was able to trust in divine, trust in the second dimensional. I made the movement. I said, okay, I am going to move forward and trust in this, which I don't understand. But let me tell you, my life completely turned around, went straight up, have life of abundance, love, everything that I have wanted and desired in life. Okay, so anyway, this is for you guys. This isn't for me, Capricorns. So this is your reading. First card out is the Queen of Wands. This again, she is a really good social, you know, she loves to go around, she loves to talk, she loves to share, she loves to do this, but she's got a little bit of a dark side on her. So she likes to gossip, she likes to flutter around, tell people about things that, you know, are not of the positive side so much, more of low vibrational. Somebody's talking about somebody behind their back, somebody doing this kind of a thing. She's not in this case, she's not a very good person. That the energy might be a feminine that is coming towards you. I'm not sure. Okay. However, you've got the King of Swords next to her. What does that mean? It means that you have to be looking out for the truth. Where does that truth come from? Trust. Trusting that when 2 plus 2 doesn't add up, that you're probably right. It isn't 4 and it doesn't seem right. Back it off. Back it off. It's going to feel really uncomfortable. Third card, really uncomfortable because it's the number 5. 5 in numerology means it's really unstable. It's out of the box. It's something new. It's something like you're a novice learning at it. This is something that you're just not going to feel comfortable in doing. For somebody, they believe in the world and the way the world thinks, and that's the way you've been living your life, first dimensional, about the things that you see, the things that you can touch, the things that you can actually visualize, sort of like the Missouri state. I believe, show me. It's a show me state. If I see it, I'll believe it. That's not the way this is supposed to go. You're supposed to believe it and trust it before you see it, because then you will be shown the truth. Whoever this person is, whatever they're trying to do or manipulate or do whatever, they're going to be the ones that's going to be left out in the cold, because you're going to catch them. Divine's going to say, you know what? I'm showing you this person. Okay. But you can't do it this week. Somebody's got their plate so full and got so many things going on that you can't hear divine, you can't feel divine, you can't feel that intuition. You got to put something off the plate, because you also have another 2. This is the second 2, guys. The second 2, it's off balance. Too much going on. Something is got to give. Something has to go. This is where your future energy is in movement. You've got to complete something, finish something, get it off your plate. Why? Because it's creating a burden. It's creating a burden. Okay. This burden is very heavy. Now, this could be an emotional burden, because we've got, oh my gosh, we've got Pluto and Mars is being a big bad boy right now. And the moon and the sun trying to oppose, everything is opposing. So if you need something, or if you want something, you actually really need it. If you've got opposing things going on here. So you need to, it's the number 10. So you need to release something, to release a burden. So if you've been asking divine, what is it that I need to let go? Or should I let go of something to ease up? Because you're off balance. The earth energies right now, earth signs are way off balance. So you need to release something, whether it's an emotion, a feeling, a person, something, whatever you're dealing with, because it's going to release that burden. So you're really going to have to look and evaluate what's going on this week in your life, because we got the Hermit card. Hermit card's all about analyzing, trying to figure out, okay, what is it? I mean, when I had, this was during COVID, I had 3 opportunities. I was doing leather, I was doing travel, selling travel, and then I was doing 2 YouTube channels. So it was like, okay, something has to give. That's too much. Something has to give. So I need to let something go. So I prayed and meditated and prayed and prayed and prayed and meditated. What do you want me to let go? Boom, gave me the answer. Okay. He will give you the answer. It's already there. It's already there. Welcome, Maria. Welcome. I didn't see you there. Here's your challenge cards. Okay. Your challenge card is the 5 of Cups. Who's the pessimistic one? Somebody's negative and in the low vibrations right now. You're going to repeat your karmic cycle if you stay in that. That's your head. Somebody's depressed, anxiety, gets panic attacks, doesn't look at life in the more positive light. It's like, well, it always happens to me. Oh, it'll never change. It'll, things are going to never change for me. Does for everybody else, but it isn't for me. It's like sort of a pity party kind of thing. However, you don't have to get that deep, but depression, anxiety, and panic attacks are done out of fear. That is earthly. You can get rid of those, but you got to change your thinking process. Okay? Because if you stay in this low vibrational process this week, you're going to miss who's trying to deceive you, who's trying to create a little illusion or manipulate you. And this could be in the dating scene. I feel like somebody's trying to get into the dating scene. Be really mindful of somebody who has their peacock feathers on and trying to show you a really nice show, but then later those peacock feathers close, and then it can create a burden for you if you're not really paying attention to your intuition. All right. So let me get a little bit more clarity on the Two of Pentacles here and see what divine, I'm going to use these here. Thank you. Oh, thank you. He reminded me of the story. So I hate this story, but it's fact and it's true. It happened to me, and this is why I say really trust your intuition. Okay, just really quick. When I owned my business here back in 2010, I got my business back. I needed a bookkeeper. I was working. I had a girl come into my shop and say she was looking for some bookkeeping work, and I'm like, do you know QuickBooks? Oh yeah, I know QuickBooks. Okay, well, maybe not right now, but come back in a couple of weeks and I'll see if you're still interested. And I really didn't get a good feel for her, so I wanted to send her away, kind of a thing. And I didn't think she would come back, but she came back, and I was like, man, she goes, I really need a job. I really do good work for you. And so I gave her a shot. My intuition was telling me, don't do this. Don't go there. That woman wiped me out. I went against my intuition and wiped me out completely. Was getting ready to move the company to another store, and boom, she wiped me out, wrote checks all over the place. So really follow your intuition. If I would have never been that way. Yay! There you go. We call it the, yes, exactly. And everybody, if you know, if you're in a different country, share how you guys call Halloween. It's also called Hallowed Eve, and they also call it the Hallowed Tribe. Just depends on what country you're from. I think it's just fascinating to learn about different cultures and different ways that different cultures look at it. Because not all cultures and not all countries believe in Halloween or whatever. I've been to Africa, and they have very different ways of thinking of things. Okay. So we're trying to get a little bit more clarity on the two. Oh my gosh. The Two of Pentacles, because that's at the center of your reading. This is what's sort of causing a lot of the problems here right now, because you got too much on your plate, or there is something you just got to eliminate because it's trying to release the burden so this new energy can come in. Okay. I don't know what that is trying to be released for you. However, we've got it again. There's something is going to, got to really pay attention this week, because something is, the low vibrational is trying to blow something apart. So if somebody's gossiping, somebody's doing something of the low vibration, you get icky feelings, or you're like, man, I don't feel good about this. You need to diffuse and walk away. This is a really hard time, but you got to diffuse and walk away, because if you don't diffuse it, you're going to get interacted in it. And that devil card is going to come up, and it's going to bound you to that energy. Don't do that to yourself. So if you diffuse it, say, you know what, I'm not gonna partake in this, or I don't believe in that, I'm gonna walk away. Sometimes you don't have to say anything to diffuse an argument or somebody coming at you that you don't like to really interact with, because this person is going to be very creative in how they do it, manipulate. They're going to be very creative. You're not going to see it coming. You're just all of a sudden going to like, oh, it's sort of like, I hate to say this, but you know, when you're being primed, is sort of like, I hate to even use this scenario, but it's happening. It's true in the world. I really hate it. If I could stop it, I would. But if there is a pimp that is trying to pull in somebody so that he can actually use them for sexual acts, then what happens is he's going to give her everything she wants and she desires, and the nice clothes and the love and the attention. You know, he's manipulating, and then suddenly he's going to shove her out to go on the streets. So this is the thing that sort of, it's not that's just a hypothetical. However, that's what's sort of happening. Somebody's very creative on how they're doing this, and divine is saying, be really careful this week. Be really careful. He says, I am going to shove you. I'm going to give you an intuition poke. I'm going to give you you're going to hear something, or you're just going to feel the energy, the auras of that person. And maybe that's the first time you're going to get to really feel energy. Some of you might really know how to feel energy or wonder. But if you get close to a person, I'll tell you, as an empath, when you get close to a person or you see somebody and something doesn't feel good about it, you're reading their energy is what you're doing. You're doing what empaths do. We read energy. We read the aura around that. And some auras are very close and some auras are very far. That's why you've got to be really careful at what you're, and I'm getting goosebumps everywhere. What you're feeling is real when it comes to energies. Okay. Otherwise, feelings and emotions don't have thought. Okay. You just say, well, I don't feel like going to work today. Well, that is your thought process, and your feeling is piggybacking on that thought process. Your feeling and emotions don't have thought. That's why your thoughts have to change. Okay. Whew, I'm going to get on coaching. I don't want to get on coaching. All right. So let's get some more. Okay. The thing, my concern is you've got 2 number 5s and 2 number 2s on your reading. And you got a number 9 in your movement. Okay. The 2s, which is trying to either bring something together and balance life, or it's trying to blow it apart. So you really have to be paying attention this week. It's like you better put all your take all your blinders off and really look with every filter you've got. Really look and see what's going on. But this is your challenge card. You cannot look at it in a negative way. So if this person is coming, there's a lesson to be learned in what's going on, whether you're letting go of something because you've got too much on your plate, whether you're seeing and meeting something and those filters are like, man, I don't think so. A lot of people go and date the wrong person just because they're lonely or they feel like they got to settle or they got to compromise. That's low energy. You turn around and you see the cups up. That's positive energy. And that is saying, okay, I value who I am. I get the best. I deserve the love. I deserve to be valued. I deserve to be, sensual with whoever I love, blah, blah, blah. You deserve that. Okay. The other way is like, oh, I'll just settle. Oh, I'll never find anybody. So I might as well, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Be really, really careful. Divine's going to show the truth, but it's not seen. Somebody's trying to get away, getting away with something. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that. Ooh, they don't like me that way. No, you don't. That's like I see, ooh, it's ugly. It's the ugliest thing that I have envisioned. When I saw that, I envisioned this ugly, I don't know, lizard looking animal just trying to just sneak away. Low vibration. Devil card, evil card, whatever you want to call it. I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. That is ugly. You do not want that in your life, whatever that is. It is not there for you at all. Ugh. It was green, teeth, fingers, nails really long, and just like, I'm going to sneak away, but I'll be back. Ugh. Wow, I haven't had that. That's not divine. It will shed the light. Divine will shed the light. Yeah. Page of Swords, 2 of Swords. Okay, see, somebody's got a decision to make. I think this person, whoever's coming, is somebody you want to be with, but it's not who you need to be with. It's going to create you more burden. I think it's going to create you more heartache. If this is a person that you want to be with, a dating, maybe an intimate, I think this is going to create you more heartache. So really be mindful of that decision, because this is death. This is, again, another number 2. Be really mindful. Gosh, something's coming at you. I don't know what it is. But really pay attention, Capricorns. Really pay attention. And I don't know how to even say this. It's just like, this isn't a little thing. This is going to affect your future. That's why it's so important. That's why it's the number 9. Be careful how you move this week. Really be careful how you move this week. And move in love, not fear. A lot of you are walking in fear. A lot of you are walking in fear. Just face that fear. But the thing is, do it in love. When something feels good or is full of joy and makes you feel light, go for it. That's the light. Go for it. Go to the light, but go for it. But when it has this underlying, like, that's that ugly thing that is creeping and crawling, and I can see it, and it's going to be back. It's a temptation, is what it is. There's something that's going to test you and tempt you. And for all the signs right now, divine is testing everybody. But this is where you're going to have to trust in that supernatural, the second dimension. Okay, you really got to this week. I wish I could just get over there and just say, "Shake, listen," because this is huge. Because it's something is going to affect your future big. I don't know what it is. All right. Whew. That was a weird reading, guys. I have never had a visual like that ever, ever. And I don't really want to ever have one like that again. That was just gnarly. I don't know how to ever put it. I'm a boomer. Is that a word anymore? All right. So let me see here. This is your review. Oh, before I go into answering the questions, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. But remember, guys, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year so I can go live on my phone. I can't do that because of stupid YouTube, because they won't let me unless I have 1,000. So if I'm anywhere, I want to be able to do that downloads for you guys. Just like this message here, really quick came in, and I was like, wow. So I would love to do that. And I will give away probably 3 30-minute readings and 3 30-minute coachings. I say probably because some people may not want coaching but want a reading, or some may want coaching and not a reading. So that's what I'm going to do when we hit it. If we hit it by the end of the year, I love you guys. So share, 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 share. I appreciate it. So I'm going to bring you forward a little bit because my glasses, I need to get them changed. I can't read that far. So let me see what you got to say. So Pretty, are you still there? You're dealing with such. I have not done Sagittarius yet. I will probably be doing that maybe next, so you can see that. And then it doesn't matter. You know what? The Capricorn Sagittarian energy, it really doesn't matter. It matters where your spirit is. So if somebody is thinking more first dimensional, more earthly, more materialistic, more money, 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 and then you've got the other one thinking more spiritual, sometimes that's going to be a really hard mix, because you're going to grow spiritually and they're not going to understand what's happening to you. So that sometimes is hard to support. That's why I stay single, because some people, I mean, I get offers to date, but the thing is, if they don't understand my spirituality, then I don't want to spend all this time struggling trying to convince them that, the supernatural is real. And I've had it, I've witnessed it, I've had testimonies, all kinds. So it can work. It's just where your mindsets are at. Okay. So that just definitely means the mindset where you're at. Yes, you have both. But I think the Day of the Dead, Maria, is sort of similar because they do a lot of ceremonies and festivals related about bringing their spirits to come home, or, honoring them. And because, thing about these kind of holidays is we remember them, but we got to remember there are karmic cycles that we carry from generation to generation to generation. And if people are not spiritual, then they cannot break that karmic cycle. And right now I'm breaking our karmic cycle with my families, and I'm getting goosebumps. I know you guys are on the other side and saying, yeah, go, 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 because we've had a shitty karmic cycle for a lot of years. And so I'm trying to break that by changing the way that we're doing things. But it is definitely a way that people, and I think every culture, the Japanese culture, they have the Moon Festival. They also have other festivals where they honor their ancestors, because without their ancestors, they wouldn't be here. However, we always want to honor and our fathers and our mothers and our grandparents. We want to honor them. So I think every culture has one. Definitely has one. Yeah. Hi, Allison. Welcome, welcome. So definitely, you guys, there is going to be an announcement. I am starting another I don't know if it's going to be mixed in with this or a new YouTube channel. It is about your spiritual growth and walk and relationship with the supernatural, with divine. And I'm being called to it. So it's not one I really want to do. I don't think I feel worthy to do it, but obviously he does. So I'm waiting to hear if he's going to intermix it with this, because I know this is a tarot channel and people want tarot. They don't want to hear about spiritual growth or how to better their life. They just want the answer. Well, the answer isn't in the tarot. It's in the divine. It is in the supernatural. It's who is the conduit and how well is their relationship. The closer relationship with the divine, the better the read. So that's what it is. You know, we're just the conduit. The cards are the resource. Divine is the source. So definitely. Anyway, so I don't know, for that announcement will come here shortly when he says go. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and please share as much as you can. Again, we're trying to get to, I am trying to get to the 1,000 subscribers. Last note though, for your reading, you got 2s and 5s. It's going to be feeling a really uncomfortable week for some of you, because something is ending and something's beginning. And maybe that ending is trying to get rid of somebody in your life that's low vibrational. I don't know who that's for, but he wanted me to share that with you and really start to think positive and turn things around, because your head is in it too much. Your spirit needs to be in it more. All right. All right. This was a long one. So, but you guys got a really heavy week. But this is a good week because we got to get it done so that we can release those negative energies so that we can rise and be our higher self. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for popping in the comments. I really, really love it. And yes, I will be doing Sagittarius here in a few minutes. So take care. Have a great week. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell. You'll be notified. And you got to hit the all, I guess. There's an all thing there, so that you can get all of them. Otherwise, YouTube picks whichever ones you get. Then you may only see me once or twice. All right. Take care, you guys. Love you. Don't forget to walk in absolute truth and love.